So this video might be a little boring, but it's very, very, very important due to the fact that if you guys don't know how to calculate pips, you guys will not be able to calculate anything in the market and you won't be able to make money because the whole market, it all moves by what we call pips. You know what I'm saying? So it's math, yes, but it's not like something tedious. You know, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to try to explain it to you guys in the way that it's very, very easy and very simple. So if you already, I know a lot of you guys are already looking here, calculating pips, and you know the unit of measurement to express a change in value between two currencies is called a pip. So basically that is the basic definition of what is a pip. So I guess how I'm going to try to explain this to you guys is basically, if you guys look here on the right side here, right there, if you guys look here, you'll see that we have 1.35.150. And if you look above, you have 135.200. That right there is 5 pips. So 135.100 and 135.250, that's 15 pips. The best and easiest way you guys can calculate these things is by looking here on the left side of my screen. You'll see there's a ruler. So you can actually measure these things. So let's say 135 to, let's say, 135.5. That right there is, if you guys look here, it is 50 pips, 50.4 pips. Another way to measure these things is, if you look here on the price range, which you can find here, price range, you'll see you can do the same thing. Boom. To the T. That is 50 pips from 135.007 to 135.507. That right there is exactly 50 pips. So, I mean, you guys need to learn how to calculate these things just because it's very, very, very crucial when it comes to placing positions. Yeah, if you guys look at this thing right here, this thing is melting. Holy Jesus. So let me kind of explain to you guys an easier way to do this. So other than the ruler and the price range tool, basically, let's look over here. We have 135.122 and then we have 135.222. That right there is exactly 10 pips. So what happens when you, for example, let's edit this, are in a trade and your price is at 135.122 and then you want to target 722. Basically 135.122 to target 135.722. That right there is exactly 60 pips. So it's very simple, guys. I don't know how I can explain it to you in a more simple way, but basically that's just how to do it. It's adding pips, easily adding pips with the tools. It's the best and easiest way. After that, it'll kind of become like a mental thing where you can just automatically do it. And then you have tools like this, which is the long position, and then you have the short position. So let's say we want to go long right here. Boom. You guys will understand this very shortly. So if you guys want to go, let's say we want to buy right here, basically, but we want to have a 50 pip stop loss. We're going to drag this to where when it says 50, which would be right here. Boom. It'll automatically calculate it for us. And if you look here on the right side, it'll show us that 50 pips from this entry would be 134.025. And that's, well, it's 50.3 pips. So boom, perfect. And then if we want to calculate, let's say we want to make 120 pips. If you guys look here, it'll say 120 right here. And then it'll show you right here, 135.734. So it is very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple. Super simple. It doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier than that. So, for example, another example before I let you go. Let's say we want to sell and we were over here selling. Let's go to the short position. Price right now is exactly at, let's say it is actually right here, 134.785. And we want to risk, let's say 25 pips. We will drag this down right here until we see the number 25. Boom. 125.4. And we want to target over here, right there. And that would be 71 pips. Or if we want to target at least 50 pips to have a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, or basically a 2 risk to reward ratio. We're willing to win twice as much as we're willing to lose. So it'll calculate it for you right here. Easy, 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 very simple. So I want to risk 25 pips to gain 50 pips. You'll see it right here. So when it comes to placing your trades, you'll see that the red right here, this will be your stop loss, 135.037, risking 25.4 pips. And then basically to gain 50.4 pips, which would be 134.207. Or if you guys want to have it like precise, you guys can spread this out as much as possible and then get it, boom, 25, perfect. So it's fairly simple, guys. It is brutal that you guys kind of calculate these things and learn to calculate them on your own, just because you guys need to learn how to do this in order to calculate positions, so that way when you guys take trades in the market, you guys are not over leveraging, which means you guys are not losing a lot more than what your account has. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys understood. It's very, very simple. You guys can also watch a video on YouTube if you guys want some crazier explanation, but this is honestly the most easiest way. You guys can get the ruler here to calculate how many pips you want to win, and then boom, okay, we want to 30 pips. Okay, we'll look here on the right side. 30 pips right now from the entry would be 134.539. You'll see it. Or I want to lose 20 pips max. It'll be 135.043. You'll always be able to calculate these things easy. You got the ruler here. You got the price range here, which this favorites toolbar I will help you guys set up. So don't worry. Right now, we just need to learn how to calculate pips. So before I end that, it's fairly simple with every other pair. For example, we go to gold. Let's go to gold. Gold right now is at 1663.68. If we want to get 10 pips, we will have to calculate like this. It'll be a little bit different, guys. So bear with me. Let me go to a smaller time frame, see if I can catch this easier. So boom, here on the right side, 1660 right here, and 1660.50, that is 5 pips. 1661 would be 10 pips. So when you do the calculator on this thing, it'll kind of be a little bit different because it will not show you like that. It'll show you by points, which is 100 points, which is 1 pip if you really think about it. Gold can be a little confusing, but it'll be 1.0. That'll be basically 10 pips. So very, very simple if you really think about it. Also, from 1663 to 1653, that would be 100 pips. Or from 1662.50 to 1663.50, it's 10 pips also. So you guys can kind of do the math. It's very simple, easy math. Really no other way to explain this more simple than that, guys. Other than that, man, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send me an email. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.